Hello everybody, streaming the Neutron Boy Genius, Attack of the Twonkies PS2 game. I am currently testing out and seeing how good this is right now, and I am also looking at my stream quality before we do anything, and also my audio. It's going good, but I'm going to raise my microphone real quickly to 3.8 decibels and leave it at 15. It seems pretty good. Now I'm just gonna check on the phone real quickly, the audio quality for my phone. But if everything is running smoothly, we will be playing the game. And I will be Second. Okay. But I think it should be good. Audio-wise. I tried to make sure this is running as perfect as possible as well, so that everything is golden. Now let's see. That sounds pretty good. We rewind. If I go to the beginning, sounded pretty quiet. I go to the end. Yes, it is going pretty good, and also thumbnail looks proper. It looks 1080p quality. Just before we start playing, I have to make sure that everything is perfectly good, because I'm trying to show off how PCXS2 is a pretty good emulator, and we are currently running on version 2.0 of the emulator, and it is going fantastic. Honestly, it basically runs every game smoothly now with no issues. But I'm only doing this because I wanted to play my childhood games again, and now I get to play my childhood games. But the difference is I get to have my stats of how good it's actually running on the corner at 1080 at 1920 by 1344, so it's a little bit better looking than 1080p, but that's also because it's in the 4:3 aspect ratio. And the settings are just, I have Vulkan and then just it upscaled to 1080p. I want to get the HD quality textures, but for now this is fine. Frame rate is at 60 and everything is stable. I am running on a GTX 1060 with 3 GB of RAM, in case anyone is curious, and an i7 7th generation CPU, and 40 GB of RAM, in case anyone is actually curious. Will this run smoothly? Will this go well? We have no clue. Will it load everything properly? We'll see.
Comet, I give
Now we'll play.
A remote-powered mini comet.
You're slipping, Neutron. Real comets have long, pretty tails, not little stumpy ones.
Only when they're filtered through the spectral light of the sun, Vortex. Care to tell me how I get a giant hot ball of gaseous radioactivity into the classroom?
Hello, children! Ah! Get it off me! Down, boy! Down! Whose comet is this? Oh, that tickles! Oh, no! Oh, no! Not the face! Ah!
And that concludes concludes my presentation. Thank you.
Oh, and leave a like if you're
Mr.
enjoying
Neutron,
this.
you're
I
lucky
plan
I'm in a
to
good
stream
mood
this
today.
on
And do you
a
know why
modern
I am?
setup,
'Cause your
like
mom
a
packed your favorite lunch?
3070 and
Principal
things
Willie
like
with mom
that
doesn't
to
pack his
see how it
lunch. He
runs
probably has
on
his butler do
a
it for him.
proper
Duh.
Oh, does your
generation
butler rub your
of
tummy when she
modern
puts you on the
CPU and
school bus and
GPUs
tell you your lunch is made with
and
love?
see if
Oh,
it runs
stop
smoothly.
talking! No. I'm
Also,
happy
I'm no
because the
professional or
Lindbergh
anything like
School
that.
Chorus has
I'm
been
just doing
asked
this
to
because this
sing
is
at
my
the opening of
childhood
the town's new
and I wanted to have
stadium.
fun streaming the game
how
with you
exciting!
guys.
Awesome. Now my singing talents can be revealed to the whole world.
And apparently some other upstart band called Gray Star will be playing as well.
Awesome! Great star! Oh my god, that is so cool.
Now, kids, quiet down. Shh, shh, shh. Thank you. The auditions for the chorus will begin after school today, as the stadium opening is only a few days away. Well, I hope to see everyone there. At least the talented ones.
I'll be there.
Well, I have to get back to my lab and make preparations for my trip to Twonkies 3.
I expect
3, the
nobody to watch this, but
You know,
I will be
the
trying my
comet
best.
that I have just been describing to the class? Okay, Sheen, I gotta go. Good luck at the chorus rehearsal.
Right, like I'll need it. Besides, no one has been rejected from the Limburg chorus in 50 years.
Jimmy Neutron in A Comet Cometh.
Just in case it freezes, I'm going to have the PlayStation home button as a save state. It'll save it to the first slot in the save state in case this freezes or anything like that and doesn't want to load. Because right now it's loading, it says now loading, but it's taking its time already. So there might already be our first issue with the game. Yeah, it seems like this is our first issue already. So to fix this, I think I'm gonna have to reset it because this is the infinite loading screen right now, which also happens on how do I explain it? It also happens on the PS2, which means we have to probably reset the game, I think. From what it seems. Which is, yep, we're gonna have to reset it. So we're also gonna have to change the settings real quick. So instead of launching it in Vulkan, I'm going to launch it with, where is this? Yes, we're gonna launch it in Vulkan because, well, actually it's not being launched in Vulkan right now for some reason. So now we have to launch it in Vulkan because it didn't want to launch in Vulkan. Now I'm gonna have to click on reset. I'm gonna have to click F2. Then shift F2 to see if the load state was there, which it isn't. So that's already our first issue with the emulator, which is fine. We can launch this again and see if it works again. We can skip the intro because, you know, we're gonna have to skip the intro. Unless it saved a load right here. But I don't think, oh, it did save it. But I don't think it's gonna be properly saved. Yeah. It's probably gonna be on the loading thing again. I know version 1.7 of PCXS2 didn't have the loading issue before for Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius. I think I have to tinker with some of the loading settings for this to work. properly because it seems to not want to load. So if I have to potentially end the stream for it to work, then I'll end the stream and start something else. Try and load this game on the side without streaming and then stream again. We're gonna change one other thing real quick. Because for some reason, it doesn't want to load the game settings. And what we can do is go to rendering. No, we can go to display. We gotta change it to 4.3 standard and then change it to 720 for right now and see what happens. So now we would click on reset. And we would see again if it works. If it doesn't work, I think version 2.0 already broke this, and then I have to send in a report because it shouldn't be freezing and not loading anything, because now it's not loading at all, so something is happening. Something is definitely happening. For some reason. Okay, now it's loaded.
Games.
So now we're gonna load this properly again. Although it didn't enable the graphical settings for some reason. Settings. Yeah, it's supposed to be 720p now, but now it's not doing 720p. We're gonna do this one more time. New game. We're going to go memory slot 2 instead. Well, we're getting the true PS2 experience at least. Christian, what's up, Christian? I'm gonna just call you Chris. I can't really see the monitor. Hi, Chris. Welcome to the stream. This is a PS2 game, in case you're wondering. I'm playing on an RPC XS2. I said R. Sorry, I'm playing on a PC XS2, the emulator, version 2.0. And right now we're trying to find out why this is not fully working. And why it's infinite loading times. I might have to look this up. Um, okay, so either something is not wanting to load, or something is, but it doesn't want to. Give me half a second. I have to add the game directory again for some reason. So I have to go to my thing. PS2 games and this, and then yes. Because for some reason, it's not working. And I mean, I'm not trying to say that the emulator is bad or anything, but it's not working, which is making me kind of sad actually right now. Properties, right? And then you go to sectors. All of this is good, so memory cards, yeah, it's all good, so I don't understand why it's I'm gonna put it on native PS2 and use automatic and see what happens. I'm gonna see if native fixes it or if there's an actual issue. Because they shouldn't be giving me an issue like this, especially when it's more a CPU and GPU game, not a memory game.
Games.
If it's memory, I have to close some stuff real quick, but it should be working. Also, F5 or 6 makes it full screen and not full screen after. Okay, we are loaded on the default PS2 graphics. We're gonna see one thing real quickly here, and then we're gonna click this. And we're gonna see if it works and loads like this. If it's on an infinite loading screen again, I have to find out. Okay.
And now, to demonstrate the speed and movement of the typical comet, I give you the remote-powered mini-comet.
So we have to watch it like this real quickly and see if it works.
You're slipping, Neutron. Real comets have long, pretty tails, not little stumpy ones.
Only when they're filtered through the spectral light of the sun vortex.
Also, do we fast forward?
Care to tell me how I get a giant
we'll
hot
leave
ball
it.
of gaseous
We'll see if it works.
radioactivity into the classroom?
Hello, children. Ah, get it off me! Down, boy, down!
If this doesn't work, then
that tickles. Oh no, not the
I
face.
have to end the stream and
that
set it
concludes
up
my presentation,
again
thank you.
and see if something works.
Mr. Neutron, you're lucky I'm in a good mood today. And do you know why I am?
I think it's
'Cause your
because I
mom
have too
packed
much
your
stuff
favorite
open.
lunch?
Carl, Principal Willoughby's mom doesn't pack his lunch. He probably has his butler do it for him. Duh.
Oh, did your butler rub your tummy when she put you on the school bus and tell you your lunch is made with love?
Oh, stop talking! No, I'm happy because the Lindbergh School Chorus has been asked to sing at the opening of the town's new stadium.
Oh, how exciting!
Awesome. Now my singing talents can be revealed to the whole
So now we're
world.
gonna see if
And
this
apparently
works.
some other upstart band called Gray Star will be playing as well.
Gray Star! Oh my god, that is so cool.
Now, kids, quiet down. Shh. Thank you. The auditions for the chorus will begin after school today, as
Okay.
the stadium opening is only a few days away. Well, I hope
We
to see
saved as well
everyone
just to see
there.
it work.
At least the talented ones.
I'll be there.
Well,
There's
I have to
definitely-
get back to my lab and make preparations for my
There's
trip
definitely
to Twonkies
bugs
3.
when it comes to running on
Twonkies 3, the
emulation.
comet.
Unless you have perfect hardware,
the
low-end
comet that I
systems
have
are
just
gonna
been describing
struggle
to the
with
class?
emulation, no matter how efficient
Okay,
the
Sheen, I gotta
developers
go.
say that
Good
they
luck at the
got
chorus
it.
rehearsal.
It's because
Right,
they know the
like I'll
perfect
need
settings
it.
for each game.
Besides, no one has been
That's
rejected
why.
from the
And
Limburg chorus
they
in 50
test it on
years.
their own computers and their own setups that already have everything set up. I have a random setup that is
Jimmy
probably not
Neutron
really
in
made.
A comet cometh.
So now we have to see if this actually loads, because if it doesn't load, then okay.
According
You
to
see?
my
So
calculations,
it
Twonkies
loaded.
3 is finally coming into range.
So if it loaded, it's loading with Vulcan 4.3. right? /42. Actually, we keep it 43. And now, see, we have to put it at 1080. I don't know if it just switched it to 1080, which is why I'm going to.
Looks a little
It
unstable,
did not,
but
which
I
is why
can't
I'm
wait
gonna
to see
have
what
to
scientific samples I can
reset the
bring
game
back
after.
from up
So I'm
there.
gonna have to close the game and then reset it.
All I need
So
to
after
do
it
now is
saves
find the parts
this,
I
I'll
need to fix
do
my
it.
rocket ship, and I can blast off.
I'll load the save state and then see it work. Also, are the controls reversed? Yeah, so the controls are reversed, but I think I can change that in the settings. So left is right and right is left. So what if I were to do settings, controller? Oh, I don't think I can reverse it though. I can't reverse it. Okay, I mean I can change the settings, but it won't actually reverse the settings in the game. So now what I do is F2 and then F1 to save it, and then F2, F1 to save it twice just in case, and now we close the game, exit without saving to be safe. Then, because I like to do this on Launchbox, I like to do it on Launchbox. So go ahead and click on that and see what happens. Will it load it 1080p? Or is it gonna load it at... It's loading it at 640 for some reason. So... Alt-Enter, System, Settings, Graphics, Rendering, 1080p, and then close the game. Right, and then we launch the game again. And now it should work at 1080. Please. No, it's still launching it at... I'm kind of confused why it's launching it at this. I know it's launching it on the same emulator, but it's not doing the graphics properly. Rendering native, it should be at 1080p now. PS2. Everything else should be PS2, but the other thing. Display should be 443. The glow 43. So I'm trying to set it all up right now and it's kind of irritating. At least with our PCXS 3, it's just right there, ready for you. And they have most of the settings done. PS2, like PCXS2 developers need to take notes from the PS3 developers and then try and fix it because it's doing it wrong. I know it's showing that I'm still streaming Neutron, but I'm not even on the game right now. Something is going wrong with the emulator, which is fine. There's always going to be kinks to it. There we go. 1080p by 1344 again. And now it should work. So we'll see. Press start. Press start. Load game. We'll see if it loads it. If it doesn't load it, then I will go to the save state. That's the one thing about the emulators that are better, is the whole save states. Because if there's a boss that you can't beat, at least you have a save state and it'll load it.
And now to
Okay, so
demonstrate
now
the speed and movement of the typical comet, I give you
You know
the
what? Let's let it run.
remote-powered
If it
mini
doesn't
comet.
load, after it finishes the cutscene, then I have to see what's going on
You're
off stream.
slipping, Neutron.
I'll have to
Real
end it,
comets have long, pretty
and I'll
tails,
have to
not
see
little
what's
stumpy
going on
ones.
Only when
without
they're
it
filtered
streaming.
through the spectral light
And
of
if
the
it
sun
streams
vortex.
correctly and it
Care to
works,
tell me how I get
then
a
I will
giant
delete
hot ball
this
of
VOD,
gaseous radioactivity
this stream,
into the
or I'll
classroom?
private it at least just to show like there was issues. And then I will put this new stream in a playlist where it's actually working.
Not the face.
And that concludes my presentation, thank you.
Mr. Neutron, you're lucky I'm in a good mood today. And do you know why I am?
'Cause your mom packed your favorite lunch?
Carl, Principal Willoughby's mom doesn't pack his lunch. He probably has his butler do it for him. Duh.
Oh, did your butler rub your tummy when she put
It
you
looks
on the
really good
school
though,
bus
like
and tell you
going
your
from
lunch is
the
made with love?
PS2
stop
version, like the actual PS2 graphics,
No.
and then
I'm
switching it to
happy because the
1080p,
Lindbergh
you can
School
actually see a difference.
Chorus has been asked to sing at the opening of the town's
Like
new
you can actually
stadium.
notice it looks different.
Oh, how exciting!
Awesome.
Like the quality
Now my
looks
singing talents
actually
can be
amazing.
revealed to the
That's
whole
probably the
world.
one
And
benefit
apparently
of the
some other
emulator
upstart
right
band
now.
called Gray Star will
Besides,
be
I
playing
mean,
as
there
well.
is 1080p mods you can do for the slim
Oh
and fat
my
versions of the
God,
PS2,
that is so cool.
but
Now, kids, quiet
you have to
down.
hardwire and
Thank you.
everything, and it gets
The
annoying,
auditions for the
and
chorus will
soldering
begin
and all
after
that.
school today,
and it's
as
not
the
worth
stadium
it.
opening is only a few days away. Well, I hope to see everyone there, at least the talented ones.
There's bugs and kinks to this, but it works from what it seems.
Well, I have to get back to my lab and make preparations for my trip to Twonkies 3. Twonkies 3, the comet. You know, the comet that I have just
If
been
anything, I'll
describing
delete the
to
part
class?
where I was trying to fix it.
Okay, Sheen, I gotta go. Good luck at the chorus rehearsal.
Right, like I'll need it. Besides, no one has been rejected from the Limburg chorus in 50 years.
Alright, let's see if it loads.
Jimmy Neutron in A Comet Cometh.
Let's see. If it doesn't load, I have to start doing something to fix it. Okay. I might have to look this up as well. How long does it take? Actually, I can go to settings. I just fast forward it real quick. Okay, yeah, see, I'm fast forwarding it and it's not loading in 1080p. There's a whole actual issue. And I can't even get into game properties. So I think what I'm gonna have to do is, well, first off, switch it back to the normal. Unless it needs to be in, no, it doesn't need to be 30. So now there is an actual issue in 1080p. So what I have to do is I have to switch it from 1080p to the 900p to see if it works. If it doesn't work in 900p, then there's an actual issue. So go to PCXS2 emulator again. And there's, this program is a headache. I won't lie. A lot of people said that it's like gonna be a headache, and it's honestly a headache. I thought it wouldn't be, but it is. Rendering. What if I do OpenGL instead? Okay, and then right click properties just to make sure it's set up. So graphics, OpenGL, and yeah. So it's gonna be a 900p. So we have to see if that works. Now we launch it. Load state. If it doesn't load, then yeah, something's wrong. And then I had to find a way to fix it. Because I know I know 1.7 version works. So I'm gonna have issues. Then I'm gonna have issues. I don't think it's memory issues. Is it? Doesn't look like it is. Looks like it's using GPU and CPU. Yeah. I might have to put the games on an SSD as well. That is the GPU. That might actually fix it. Okay. We have to go to here again. Load it again. We can do I hate this menu. F3 to load it. It loaded. It loaded it. See, it loaded it, but it didn't. That's so weird. Why did it load it but not load the... Hold on. I have to look this up. Let's see why it did that. Okay, so hold on. Hold on. So we'll do this one more time. We'll check out the cutscene one more time. So new memory card 2. This one, right? And because I have it on OpenGL, right? If I go to settings, right? Under clocks or overlaps. Makes emulate motion. Helps a small set of gameplay. Okay, so wait, where is it? It is in graphics. Render is Vulkan right now. Let's change it to OpenGL on 4.3. Right? Let's try that one more time. If it doesn't load, I have to end the stream, and I have to set it up somehow myself.
To demonstrate the speed and movement of the typical comet, I give you the remote.
And I know it's not the ISO because I burned this ISO from my actual copy of the game. Basically, I took the actual copy of the game from my own disc and made it into a copy. So it shouldn't be an issue. Like, I burned it onto the computer for myself.
Hello, children! Ah! Get it off me! Down, boy! Down! Whose comet is this? Oh, that tickles! Oh, no! Oh, no! Not the face! Ah!
And that concludes my presentation. Thank you.
Mr. Neutron, you're lucky I'm in a good mood today. And do you know
So
why
we have to see if this
I am?
loads again,
your
and if
mom
it
packed
doesn't,
your
then
favorite
we have
lunch?
issues.
Carl, Principal Willie with Mom doesn't pack his lunch. He probably
Because
has
then I
his
can't
butler
play
do it
this
for
game
him.
in
Duh.
1080p
Oh,
on a
did your
low-end
butler rub your
system.
tummy when she put you on the school bus and tell you your
Which
lunch is
I
made
was
with
assuming
love?
that they
Oh,
fixed
stop
it once they
talking!
made version 2.0.
No. I'm
Also,
happy because the
Linus Tech
Lindbergh
Tips
School
video,
Chorus has been
he
asked
explains to one of
sing
his
at the opening of the
orders
town's
that,
new
oh,
stadium.
emulation is perfect now,
How
basically.
exciting!
Like, no, it's
Awesome.
not.
Now my singing town's
There's a
gonna be
whole lot of
revealed to the
issues
whole
going on still.
world.
And apparently some other upstart band called
It's better to keep
Gray
original
Star
hardware.
will be playing as well.
Oh my god, that is so cool.
Now, kids, quiet down. Shh, shh, shh. Thank you. The auditions for the chorus will begin after school today, as the stadium opening is only a few days away. Well, I hope to see everyone there. At least the talented ones.
I'll be there.
Well, I have to get back to my lab and make preparations for my trip to Twonkies 3. Twonkies 3, the comet. You know, the comet that I have just been describing to the class? Okay, Sheen, I gotta go. Good luck at the chorus rehearsal.
Right.
Okay,
like
let's see if it
I'll
works.
need it. Besides, no one has been rejected from the Limburg chorus in 50 years.
If it doesn't work, I have to close and fix everything on this computer.
Jimmy Neutron in
Okay.
A Comet
Okay,
Cometh.
come on, load. Load, please. Oh, it loaded.
According to my calculations,
It loaded.
Twonkies 3 is
It
finally
loaded.
coming into range.
It worked. It worked. It works on
Looks a
1600
little
by
unstable, But I
1120.
can't wait to see what
So it's not
scientific samples I can
1080p.
bring back from up there.
It's 1600 by 1200. Hold on,
All I
let
need
me
to do
ask
now is
something.
find the parts I need to fix my rocket ship, and I can blast off.
Hold on. I'm looking up one thing. Okay, so now it worked. So what we can do is, well, first off, we can F2 and then save it in slot 6. Next, how do we do this? No, no. We can go to settings on the emulator and we can change it to 1080p and see if it works now. So graphics, 1080p. Is it 1080p though? Or is it doing it at? I don't know what it's doing it at. Everything should be good. Feel like 1080. Doesn't feel like 1080. 16 whatever, but it's okay. This is fine. We're playing it now. It looks pretty good.
Hello, Jimmy. If
Quality-wise,
you ever
looks
see
good.
the interact icon, move close to it and press the triangle button to see what happens. Do this now.
Yep. Quality-wise, looks good on the laptop. On the iPhone, it was looking pretty good for 1080p. Yeah, everything works now. It can't be on. This game can't launch on Vulkan. It has to launch on OpenGL.
Excellent,
So
Jimmy.
that's good
Other
news to know.
objects you can interact
OpenGL
with
will
are now
load
in
this
the
game
control room.
correctly, while
Try them
Vulkan will
out and
load
meet me in
more
the lab when you're
like
finished.
SpongeBob SquarePants games, which is good. I don't like the whole reversal thing, but this was before like left was actually left and right was actually right. Okay, now we can exit. There was a lag spike right there. This is all on a 1060 GPU, so I don't expect it to load correctly. Aha, you see? It didn't even load correctly now. Wow. Really? Like it actually broke again? Okay. I'm going to end the stream real quickly. I'm gonna get to the bottom of why it's not working, and then I'm gonna start another stream because for some reason it just doesn't work.